Welcome back, everybody. It's our ultimate backyard barbecue contest, day one, and we're starting with one of my favorite things to eat. That's the appetizers, the munchies, the things to get the party started. In fact, I sometimes like to do an all appetizer party. This is Jeff Ellis from Green Bay, another guy who loves to cook and grill. Jeff, you're a guy after my own heart. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thanks for coming. Brought along his gorgeous daughter for moral support. Want to do a shout out to her?
Yeah, my daughter Victoria, she kept her out of school today. She's a 6th grader at Lombardi.
Very cool. So there she is. Uh-oh, she did not know she's going to be on camera. Wave hi, everybody. Well, is Dad a good cook? Yeah, she says definitely yes. So you like to cook, you like to grill?
I do, yes, one of my favorite things to do.
And you said that you kind of got inspired for this recipe because you grew up with a lot of Italian food.
I grew up in Youngstown, Ohio, and it's very heavily Italian, and a lot of little mom and pop places that specialize in home cooked meals. So I got to know quite a few of the chefs that work there, and these are some of their takes on recipes that we've kind of altered a little bit to our taste, but yep.
Yum, I'm excited about this. Now we have, Jeff is doing a new twist on stuffed peppers. These are not the stuffed peppers with rice and ground beef that I still do happen to love, but these aren't like that. These are much different. And we've got some on the grill, and we're going to show you how to get to this point, but first we want to top these with some cheese. Let that cheese get ooey gooey and melty, and then we'll back you up and show you how we started this. So we're putting provolone?
Provolone cheese on here, yep. Put enough on there so that it'll melt down over the sides on each one.
Okay.
We like it definitely gooey when we take it off. So
me too. So then we'll cover this?
Yes.
Get that cheese melted. So we're starting out, the first thing you're going to notice about this recipe is we're using some peppers that, to be honest with you, I've never used these before. Tell us about these.
These are banana type peppers. You can get these at Festival. We prefer these. This is a recipe we like to do in the summer. Late summer when the farmers markets are open, we tend to go out there. They have some very good homegrown peppers out there that really are wonderful for this particular recipe.
Now the first thing I thought of is, oh, this is going to be spicy, and you say no, your wife does not do spicy. These are not spicy.
Yeah, she is very much. She doesn't like anything spicy. So even I tend to use spicy Italian sausage. Even with that, I always make a separate recipe for her that has mild Italian sausage.
Oh, so. You're a good guy. I'll have it spicy though, but you say these peppers aren't spicy.
No, they're not spicy. They're more of a sweet flavor.
Okay.
Especially when you grill them, they have sort of the characteristics of the red onion, where it gets sweeter when it cooks on the grill.
Sure.
So that's what these are as well.
Okay, so show us how we get into them.
So the first you have to take the onion or the seed pod out.
Okay.
To do that, you're going to have to cut out the center, and you have to go kind of deep but at an angle. So you want to be slow, make sure you don't cut your hand, but you also don't want to cut the side of the pepper or go through the side to prevent it from leaking out.
Sure.
So once we get everything in there.
So these are going to be a little time consuming, a little putsy, but I can tell already that these are a great make ahead. You've got people coming over, you can get these done a good
Absolutely.
You know,
this is one of those things where you can go sit with a cutting board in the living room and watch sports and clean out peppers. So
perfect. Get all the seeds
one's
out.
Not wanting to comply very well, but
of course the one that you're going to do on TV. It's all the story of my life.
So once we get everything out, and you'll notice there's ribs in there where the seeds were. And what you want to do is make sure you clean those out.
Okay.
Just they get stringy and they don't have very good flavor. So once that's all cleaned out,
a
spoon or a knife. If you just scrape the sides, kind of like when you're cleaning a pumpkin, just kind of scrape the sides, it'll come out as well.
Okay.
So that's basically what we do.
All right.
We have it all cleaned out. I generally wash it to get the seeds out.
Okay.
Just because my wife doesn't like the seeds in there either.
And do they add a little spice?
They can add spice, yes.
Okay. All right.
So once that's done, we get it washed, we get it set off to the side.
Okay.
Then we take the ground Italian sausage.
Okay.
This is a spicy Italian sausage that you can get at Festival.
Okay.
Which actually has the best.
I totally agree. They make it there. It's not in the casing. You can just get it at, bulk, which is genius. You used to have to split the casing open and all that kind of stuff. So this is good stuff.
This is really good stuff. What we add to that, this is croutons. So what we've taken is basic garlic and butter croutons. That's the flavor we like. We put it through the food processor and make it not really fine, but semi-fine.
Sure.
And the idea is that when you stuff the pepper, if you don't have something in there that's going to absorb the grease and the oils, it shrinks down really small, and can actually fall out of your pepper. So this helps keep it expanded in the pepper when it's on the grill.
But it's going to give more flavor than just dried breadcrumbs. It's going to have a little crunch to it.
Yep.
Yeah, love that.
We use red onion. We love the red onion taste.
Very
that comes with
finely
it.
diced, though. I
Very
see.
finely diced. Yep. You don't want chunks of onion in it.
Almost minced. It looks like, you know, really, which is nice.
And then we use Asiago cheese. It's got a good, strong flavor to it. So.
Shredded Asiago.
Yep.
Okay.
And then a little bit of salt, just for taste.
Okay.
Then you mix it all up. Now, at home, I do this with my hand.
Sure, you get in there like you would a meatloaf. I get it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, we'll probably want to do
That's
that
all right.
now
No
anyway.
worries.
You wanted a coarse mixture, something that's not easily able to come out of the pepper.
Okay.
So it's got to be semi-dry.
Okay.
You'll let the grease and the oils in the sausage moisten it up as it cooks.
So how are we going to get that in here?
That's the fun part.
And I don't see a piping bag because I don't think it would pipe very well. You
And
just
I
use
have
it.
tried multiple ways.
Yep.
I've tried the piping bag. I've tried a cookie shooter. None of it seems to work
Use your
as well as
hands.
just
Yep.
taking little
Yep.
pieces of it
Yeah.
and slowly stuffing it down in there. Usually I'll have something that I can push it down in with a little bit further on the longer peppers, but basically that's the extent of what you're doing, is just pushing it down and stuffing the pepper by hand.
When we come to grill these, how long do they take?
They take about 20 minutes.
Okay.
So you want them to where they just start getting a little dark on the outside. You don't want them directly over the heat because the pepper will burn.
Okay. All right. So we'll let you load that one up. We'll get.
Yep, this one's just about done.
Now I noticed too, you're not packing it too much in there.
Yes, you will split the sides if you try
Okay.
pushing too hard to get it
Okay.
down in there.
So packed but not overpacked.
Right. And you'll want it right up to the top.
And these peppers come in different sizes. These happen to be really big ones, you
They
say,
do.
but you can get the smaller ones and do the smaller ones.
You can do the smaller ones. It just depends on what you're
There you
looking
go.
for. Thank
And we'll
you.
let you wash your hands after this. But all right, now we've got the two that we've got on the grill here.
That is perfect.
Oh, now you say sometimes you serve it with, well, you serve it with a marinara sauce, but you like them straight up.
Correct.
You know.
Now, in the winter, what we'll do is we'll actually, we will make this as a main dish, and we'll put it in a pan for the oven, and we'll put marinara over it
Oh, yeah.
and cook it that way with the cheese sauce.
Oh my goodness gracious, these look fantastic. Almost like a knife and fork appetizer, huh?
It is. You can have these as a meal.
With a salad, it looks like a great summer meal.
Yes.
Oh wow! All right, Chef Ken. How good do these look?
They look fantastic.
And something totally different, you know? I mean, yeah, I've never heard of something like this. I'm excited about it, though.
Absolutely. These do look very, very good.
Now they're going to be hot, so he's got the marinara sauce there, but do you want to, you know, if you want to, he says he likes it straight up.
Well, let's try it that way first then.
A little sauce on the side. If you want to dip in there.
That is very, very good.
Yeah?
Very, very
Not
good.
too spicy?
No, not at all. Let's try a little bit with the sauce as well. I like them straight up too.
Yeah, really,
Yep.
really good. Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Oh, this is going to be a tough decision. I am glad I'm not in your
thanks a
shoes.
lot. I
Well,
appreciate
no
that.
No problem. So is it going to be Jeff number one's Captain Crunch stuffed shrimp or Jeff number two's wonderful stuffed banana peppers with sausage and cheese? Ooh, both of them are winners in my book. Stay with us. We'll be back to see who the big winner of the day is. Both winners, like I say, but one of them walks away with the grand prize. So stay with us. We'll be back.